write me a book. Take me a photo, I'll give it a look. Everything I touch don't turn to gold. I don't have much money or no fancy car, a load of old junk and an old guitar. I'll write and sing songs till the day I die. Some make you happy, some make you cry. I don't believe in anything I don't see. What I hear on the news or see on TV. Who speaks the truth? Who tells lies? The media
Up here, you know, people are closer, like family, aren't they? It's quite intimidating in one sense if you're not from here. You've got a lot of big following, not like even musically, just obviously with family background, history and stuff.
It's the actual type of people, man. They're dead like easygoing and funny.
It seems like a big world when you're a kid. And you realise how small it is as you grow up and find out that your own home behind you completely. You know, you don't know how to say thank you to anyone.
We're like funny and we're serious at the same time. Like the lyrics that we write about songs, it's like true. It's about hard work. It's about what goes on, what people's miseries are. But in the end, we say, it's all right, man, it doesn't matter.
The North East is sometimes not given the recognition it deserves as being probably the biggest community in the north of England.
There's less money being put up here, and it's like, you know, there's not what you do to give them something really, to write a few songs and just be here for them if you can, like they're there for us.
The thing is with Hartlepool is it's like, I think there's about 90,000 people or something, like population, and you know most of them, don't you? So you know people in sort of like every estate, you know what I mean?
With a lot of the stuff that goes on and with the poverty thing, and I know it's everywhere, you know what I mean, but it is like one of the main things that sort of makes you go away and write about stuff like that, so that's where a lot of your like writing ideas come from, because of maybe it's the background of the North East and families and stuff.
The industrial idea is if you imagine sort of like the sound of a big block of steel hitting another big block of steel, that sort of clang, and sort of just shoved in the middle of a folk song. Some of the really probably shouldn't be there, but when it is there, works.
Hopefully just getting like by with, you know, like make a bit of money and, you know, just live comfortably, just doing what we love, just playing music to people, you know, and writing songs.
Just to keep going, we'd like to play obviously on the big stage like Glastonbury and stuff. See, in my eyes, we've sort of already made it.
They play the type of music I like, they write the type of lyrics that pull on my heartstrings, they make me think about things.
Remains of Camp Jar. This is where it all started, mate.
Middle of the night, come down with bulldozer at the demolish the place.
Just basically, it was a shithole. Well, when you go in, it's a shithole. Still, obviously, off us, you know what I mean? But
I went to the rehearsal with the guys at the Camp Jar, we call it, and it was a great sort of environment for creativity and sort of and bonding. And so we did some rehearsals there with the rhythm section, but rather than actually just one or two of the guys sort of being involved with the rhythm section, it was like everyone was getting involved, and it just sort of felt right.
They travelled to Cambridge one day and they played for me in the front room, and I knew from the first couple of bars and the vocal from Dali that there was something there.
Played like a really bad version of Broken Minded, and I couldn't believe he liked it, to be honest. Give me a ring back about 3 or 4 weeks later. So to get some songs ready to record to go and meet the manager.
I'd met Alan once at the studio at the Battle of the Bands thing, and I've known Darley for like 10 years or more, so I didn't know Richie really. I'd just seen him do his gig at the Clarendon. That was all I knew of Rich really.
Working on a whole bunch of new songs, and we're trying a different technique whereby instead of just one person bringing a song into the room, we are still doing that as well, but instead of one person bringing the song, we'll split up into groups of 2s and 3s and try and write a song sort of there on the spur of the moment and see what we come up with.
Get on down the road. Don't pick it up, you're not that old. And if I
Sounds like we're all it's a bit down on that album, doesn't it? It's like dead. Sounds like something we shouldn't release for another 20 years.
It's like a midpoint that you spot. You're exactly right there, mate. What you just said there, that's crusty. That nice one. It's like it's like a midpoint. Like when we started, we were all like buzzing and that. Then it gets to the point where it's going on for that long, and it's like.
Yeah,
there's things happening in your relationship and stuff, isn't there, and at home and that, you know what I mean? It does, and it gets you down. Now, it's like, it's just changed now, we're on like a high now, you know what I mean? We're focused on getting the top, you know what I mean?
you never seem to move.
They connect with the audience and they're happy to go into the audience after a gig or before a gig, and I think that transmits across to people because you can't lie to people. People are not stupid. People pick up the vibe and they can see they're just humble, honest people trying to make a living in the music industry.
He'll got like a little recording and something off that, you know. He'll been sat morning last night listening.
Oh yeah.
Morning and like working things out and that, you know what I mean? And he'll come and like put it on the like.
He went through a period, didn't he, where he was getting no sleep at night for later.
Was he?
Recording every little thing on a tape player, on you, and just going home and just...
He is good, he's
yeah,
we look up to him, and you know, like we sort of lends us sort of loads, doesn't he, you know what I mean?
what you said last night, about he's 60% of the braids, and
maybe the 5.
10% each.
Yeah.
Would you bend and pick me up yourself?
We're a band, you know what I mean? So like for me to say, I never wrote it. These wrote it with me. All I've done is put the words to the melody. You know what I mean? The band does the rest. You know what I mean? I couldn't write it on. Like I wouldn't have a clue. I couldn't put a drum into it and bass into it and lead guitar. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah. It is more about the Jar Family sound, where the previous 2 albums, I think obviously we were striving to find that, but there was still an element of, like, this is Daddy's song, this is Max's, you know, this is one of my songs.
Yeah.
And pick me up yourself. Would you bend and pick me up yourself?
There's no barrier in this band, you know. It could write songs that could be covered by other people. He can head off into a blues direction or a folk direction or rock direction. It's got a bit of everything.
Just kick that can down the road. Don't pick it up, you're not that bold. And if I should ever need your help, would you bend and pick me up yourself? Would you bend and pick me up yourself?